Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce you to my new bag. It's awesome. This is what it looks like. It's just a normal shape and size of bag. Most importantly though, not squashable. That is completely sturdy and not squashable. It's got room on the side for me to attach my new tripod, which is also awesome, by the way. I'm going to be doing a review of this probably over the weekend or early next week. Best tripod I've ever owned. Not got time to get it out now though, I'm busy. The bag itself, it's designed specifically to be exactly what I need it to do. I don't even know who makes it. Evercase. If you want to send me stuff, I'd love it if you sent me stuff. This isn't a paid endorsement, but goodness me, is this a great bag. It's got beautiful padded shoulder bits. It's got a lovely padded bit at the back. It's got the waist bit that fits around my waist, which is just awesome. In the back here, we have a space that's exactly the right size for me to fit my MacBook Pro or my laptop. And look at the padding on that. That padding is 1.5 inches thick, and there's just as much between where the inside of it goes to the rest of the bag. If you open the bag on the inside, look at that, it's so cool. There's a place in there for just keeping stuff separated off. You can see there's gaps in there where I've had stuff today when I've been out and about pretending to be a proper videographer, so that's where I can keep the camera that I'm using now with a lens attached to it. That's the gap where I put the Rode VideoMic Pro. I've got my other lenses in there, I've got lens hoods. It all zips up nicely, it's all completely sturdy, they're fully protected. I mean, this is spot on for what I need for going down to London for Comic Con in a few weeks. And then in the front, there's space for me to put my MacBook charger, wallet, that kind of thing. So now anyone who's going to see me in London knows which pocket to steal my wallet from. My wallet will be in my pocket. You can steal a MacBook charger from the front of my bag though. Please don't steal my MacBook charger. All that will mean is you don't get a vlog on a Sunday morning because I won't be able to charge my MacBook. So, you know, what do you want more? A free MacBook charger or a vlog on Sunday morning? But that, it's just a great bag. I really like it. I'm gonna try and remember to put a link to it down in the description for today's vlog, because if you are a camera nerd or just someone who carries laptops and cameras and stuff around with you, a vlogger maybe, that bag, you can't go too wrong with that. And I think I'm now fully kitted out to be able to be a travelling videographer. I've got that for all my camera and laptop gear, the suitcase for all my clothes and stuff. Comic-Con a week today. As you watch this, I'll be picking up Anna's mum from the train station. She's coming over from Nottingham on a Friday night. My excitement will be incredible. You've not seen me before a Comic-Con or a gaming expo before. That Saturday morning vlog, I'm going to be so excited. I can feel the excitement coming on now. I love going to Comic-Con, especially in London. It's a third biggest Comic-Con in the world, and I'm so very excited. We're a week away. I've only got 41 days left at work. Everything, it's just been a really good day. Everything's going well today. In addition to the bag being great, the reason I've been testing it out is because I took all my gear into school again today, back at work after the day in Coventry yesterday. And I've just spent the day filming and editing, and the film I'm making for the school, the transition one that I mentioned a couple of days ago for the New Year Sixes, for us to send out to local primary schools for the New Year Sixes to get a feel for what my school is like. It's looking really good. I've found a really cool song to go in the background of it. It's 3.5 minutes long, exactly the right length for the song. I've got a nice little time-lapse intro thing. My establishing shots. I'm learning so much. I'm reading, I'm learning about filmmaking. I love the learning and the excitement phase of a new skill. It's the best part for me. And I say it when people put in the comments for Football Manager videos and all sorts of stuff, but people always say to me, Kev, complete a sentence, complete a thought. Just take a breath. Calm down. People often put in the comments, oh, you need to start winning stuff, why don't you win enough, and all this nonsense. And my response is always, the journey is more important and more fun than the destination. Last year I stopped Non-League to Legend when we won the Champions League for the first time, because at that point I was bored. I don't want to win the Champions League 5 times in a row. I want to win it. I want to enjoy getting to the point where we can win it. And it's the same with learning to vlog, which I slowly think I'm getting better at. It's the same with doing YouTube. It was just... Alexa just scared the nonsense out of me. Did I even say her name? I hope you heard her and you didn't just see me jump for no reason at all. Scary Amazon Echo in the other room. It's also not an endorsement for that terrifying piece of kit. What was I saying? Yeah, it was the same with writing, it was the same with podcasting, it was the same with teaching. The most exciting, most enjoyable part is when it's all new and where every day you know you're going to be better than the day before. You're constantly learning, constantly absorbing information, and the information is there to absorb and it's easy to find. I stop enjoying things so much when I'm really good at them, and I want to see massive leaps in quality of what I'm doing every day. And I find it quite hard to stay motivated when I have 5 days in a row where actually, you know what, I wasn't improving on those days. It wasn't getting better. I'm already good at this. I don't really know what to do to improve, or the thing that I need to do next is going to be an extraordinary amount of work for very little reward. It's one of the reasons I've become disenchanted with teaching. I've gone from doing my teacher training 4 years ago to being a head of department and earning good money and just trying to look ahead at where my career might go if I stay in teaching. If I work really hard and try really hard and do some extra qualifications and maybe do my masters and do this and do that and do this and do that and do this and do that, I might be able to move another rung up the ladder and become an assistant principal, which from what I can tell is a little bit more money for a lot more work. And if I'm really good at that, I could become a vice principal, which is a little bit more money for loads more work. And if I'm really, really good at that, I could become a principal and have a little bit more money again for an extraordinary amount of life-consuming work. And that just doesn't appeal to me. Whereas this stuff, at the moment, I know I'm not good at it yet. This is going to be the first promotional video of any kind that I've made. I know I'll look back on it in 3 months, in 6 months, in a year and think it was terrible, and that's all fine, because I look back at my early Football Manager videos and they were terrible. I look back at the early vlogs and they were terrible. I look back at the vlogs from last month and think they were terrible. I'm constantly trying to improve in every little way possible, and I love that process. So I've got a book here that has arrived today, which I will now start reading. Apparently, this is what you need to learn about video production, which is awesome. I'm consuming audiobooks. That drive to Coventry yesterday was really useful because I'm about halfway through an audiobook on Audible, which is, I mean, it is just a great, great book, which has taught me so much stuff that I've already been using in the videos that I've been producing over the last couple of days. Not this video, but yesterday's vlog was very influenced by this book. The video I'm making for school, very, very influenced by this book. It's called How to Shoot Video That Doesn't Suck by Steve Stockman. It's excellent. I've also just finished listening to Outliers by Malcolm Gladwell on Audible, and that's got my motivation exploding out of me with his theory, or not even his theory, his explanation of to become an expert in something you need to commit 10,000 hours to. Once you've practiced something for 10,000 hours, you should be a world expert at it. I think video production, video making, YouTube, everything to do with that, I've done maybe at a push 1,000 hours so far. So I look ahead and think, wow, if I do that again 9 more times, I'm going to be a world expert in doing this. I'm going to keep plugging at it every day. I'm going to keep learning. I'm going to keep absorbing information. Now is the time. If there's something that you think I should be doing in the vlog, some skill, some practice, even some way of talking to camera or some way of angling the camera differently, anything to improve the quality of what we're doing here every day, now is the time to hurl feedback at me, because I'm in a spurt of creativity and excitement and wanting to improve. And it'll all go into the mixing pot at the moment, and it's really cool, and it's the best time for me to get an explosion of energy because the pile is even bigger. That's the pile. That stuff I can start now. I will be starting it tomorrow. I'm not going to start any tonight because I want to get this film finished for school so I can show them it tomorrow. So if there's any changes to that, I can do that over the weekend and present them on Monday when it's due. But my weekend, this weekend, the girls aren't with me. We've got the podcast tomorrow night, but then once that's out of the way, I'm going to try and get that whole pile done. Because that pile, and I mean, that's not all paperwork. There's USB drives in there, there's CDs in there. And by the way, I had to buy a CD drive. a little plug-in USB one. I realised, as we've been upgrading computers over the last 18 months or so at home, our gaming desktop in the house, no DVD drive. This laptop that is Football Manager, no DVD drive. MacBook, no DVD drive. Anna's back, MacBook, no DVD drive. We've just, as we've upgraded everything, we've just not had DVD drives added because I didn't see the point. But this time last year I had a desktop and a laptop that I could do it with. This year, not so much, so I've had to buy a cheap, terrible one for 15 quid off Amazon. It'll do the job for what we've got to do. It is inspiring me to maybe do a little bit more with the office studio space we've got out here. I want to mount that in my desk, but my desk is made of glass, so I need a wooden desk, and I kind of fancy a widescreen big monitor. They're all stories for another day. Because everything's firing now, I'm getting excited. The important thing is video production is going really well. That pile of stuff, if I can get through that this weekend, that's about 1,500 quid there and then for a weekend's work, which is awesome. Plus, it leaves me in a really strong position to say, yeah, can I have another 2 piles just like that one, please? They asked yesterday how much more I wanted, and they said, do you want, I have 20 centres that I moderate. They said, do you want another 5, 10, 20? The guy next to me has already got 60. And I said, just give me as much as you've got. If I end up doing 100 centres, that's fine. I will find the time, because the more money I can accumulate now, the longer I can go after September before I have to worry about going back to work. If I can accumulate enough cash to pay all our bills until January, I'm really confident that with the launch of Football Manager 18 and FIFA 18 and the Christmas excitement and a new book thrown in there too, I think I can use that time to build everything up to when the January dip in YouTube revenue hits next year. I think I should be okay. Key thing is getting to January. On my current estimates, my current sums, we get to sort of mid-November and haven't paid for Christmas. This is assuming zero income at all. So if you throw in the current income we've got from YouTube and the book and Patreon and other places, we're probably already fine. But for my own peace of mind, I want the pile of cash to be there so that if YouTube and Amazon both go out of business, I can still be fine until January. That's what we're working towards at the moment. Oh, there's so much more I could tell you. This could be a half-hour vlog today, but I need to cut it short because I've not done Football Manager yet. I want to finish this other video. Remind me in the comments that tomorrow I want to talk to you about Twitch streaming, particularly the new Elgato Stream Buddy, I think it's called, and whether or not I should get one of those. Spoilers, I think I probably will. It looks brilliant. I want to talk to you about ultra-wide monitors and docking MacBooks and laptops, and how I could set up this room to not just be a YouTube studio and a place where I can work and edit and do the Elgato capture stuff. I also want to be able to stream in here, so we need to be thinking about improving the internet connection in this room and a better way of setting up the room. I'm thinking, and it's very early stages, I'm thinking L-shaped desk with docking station for whatever computer I'm using, ultra-wide monitor, keyboard, mouse, and the TV angled in such a way that I can see past the monitor and still see the TV, and then lots of fancy cable management stuff, maybe Wi-Fi boosters. I've got so many plans, I haven't been able to research any of them yet, so if you lot are experts in any of those areas, let me know down in the comments what I need to be thinking about, what I haven't considered, what I should be considering, and help me shape the next evolution of this space. My thinking at the moment is if I can finish all that this weekend and get told there's another 2 piles like that on the way, then I can afford to spend 300 quid on what I need to do in this room to make it perfect for everything I want to do for the next year. That's the plan.